I guess to kick it off, I was proud of the guys, and that what I talked about probably about a week ago, and that one thing that impresses me about this group is when you challenge them with something, they respond. And when we looked at the film from Tuesday, which I had mentioned I felt like was a little bit sloppy, and we were a little bit slow, and we came back today and probably finished practice 8 to 9 minutes faster than we did on Tuesday. So the tempo was what we wanted. The offense, I thought, did a good job that way. I thought there were less just errors, unforced errors, guys not lining up properly, poor snaps. I thought we really improved at that. I was encouraged that early in practice the defense got their hands on the football, created a couple turnovers in the first drive there, a couple interceptions. And then I was really impressed by the offense's ability at the end of practice in the red zone period to make plays. We had guys making plays in the red zone. Darius had a couple great catches there. Jalen, Cope Fitzpatrick. So that was encouraging as well. So we got better today, which is, like I said on Tuesday, you're going to have some days where you don't do it exactly the way you want to. But really, for me, what was more important was how were we going to respond, and I thought our guys really responded well today.
Did you guys have a dance contest over there?
Yeah. We have a period in practice. We have a competition period where we do a lot of one-on-ones, whether it's routes, O-line, D-line, linebackers, tight ends. And I just felt like the time was right to kind of shake that period up a little bit. And so we had our competition was a dance-off today. So there's good competition. Guys have some moves, and some guys don't. I think some guys might listen to country music. That wasn't their flavor today.
Did guys know that was coming? Or
No,
was it a surprise?
they had no idea. They thought we were going to do a big O-line, D-line, kind of one-on-one competition with everybody watching, and then we switched it up with the dance competition.
Who's the best dancer on the team?
I'd vote for Darius Rogers today. He was pretty good today. Scott Starr was really good too. So there were some guys.
Any coaches get in there?
Yeah, we had Coach Wilson and Coach Drevno got in there today. I think Coach Wilson got the better of him.
Are you going to do things Saturday like last week, like the period of
Yeah,
time?
yeah. We'll have another period on Saturday. We'll let the guys play again. It'll be a great day. I mean, we got Swim with Mike Saturday, which is an unbelievable event that's been going on forever here, and really excited that we get to be part of that and promote that. But also, there's nothing better than Saturday spring ball, Howard Jones Field. The sun will be shining. It'll be a great day.
Are you going to go swimming after practice?
I won't be, but our players will be. I don't know if I can make it down and back. I don't know, but anyhow, the guys will be going. We'll have 6 teams, and it'll be fun. It's a great event, and I think that it's an opportunity for our players to understand their role here. They're not just guys that put on helmets and shoulder pads. They're student athletes. They do a service to the university. It's an opportunity for them to kind of give back, and they'll do a great job.
This is number 8 or 15
Yeah.
for you guys, so the midpoint, is it, you able to put in any kind of context or perspective? How does it feel? Is it where you want it to be?
I actually, earlier this morning, myself and a few coaches went back and I tried to look at last year's spring practice at Washington, as well as last year's spring practice here, just to try to get a gauge of where we are today, because sometimes it's hard to tell. And we feel really good about where we're at. We feel like we've got a lot of scheme implemented. We feel like that our guys are developing as players. Some of the things, like I was touched on earlier, some of the mistakes that we were making early, we're not making those same mistakes now, after today's practice. And so for me, that's a good sign that we're coaching the things that we want to get coached, that our players are coachable, that they're listening to what we want to get done. And we're getting information. We're not perfect by any means, but we're getting an idea of who we are as a team, maybe where our strengths are, and we're trying to play to those strengths on both sides of the ball and allow guys to be put in position to have some success. And like I said, I think that we're seeing that. We're not game planning, we're not doing any of those things. So there's a lot on their guys' plate right now when they take the field, because there's not a specific, cut down game plan. They've got the whole enchilada right now when they take the field, but they respond really well. And I'm just more than anything else for me is what I'm learning about these guys is they're a really tough-minded group. They're a competitive group. There's not a lot of woe is me mentality. These guys they respond every single time. Even today, I mean, we were going as fast as we could go today to set that emphasis, and they just respond every time. And so that part's really encouraging to me.
Was there a period at Washington last year where maybe guys were able to end practice 8 to 9 minutes earlier?
I think it comes. It's like anything. When you emphasize something and you've got good coaches and you've got coachable players, they'll respond to that. And I don't know exactly the date of that, but I know we made a real point of it post-practice Tuesday. The coaches have made a big point of it for the last 48 hours up until the start of practice today. And the guys responded. And not only did the offense respond, the defense responded. The tempo was cranked up from the beginning. And sure enough, we get 2 turnovers on the first drive of practice today with a couple interceptions. So they were locked in. They were focused. They were aligned right. So, for me, it's when you want something and you coach it properly, generally you get that in return of what you're asking for. And we got that today.
One of the things, the offense is geared to kind of get people to wear down and break down a little bit at the end. We're seeing you throwing the ball at the end of practice. Can you get them, you think about people breaking down on the run game, but is that geared in there?
I think that's a fair assessment. I think that depending on your opponent, depending on your matchups, we are a big matchup team, and we're always trying to find favorable matchups on offense. And when we can get Darius or Nelson or Jalen or Buck or Trey, those guys in favorable matchups, and there is a sense of a little bit of fatigue in the defense, we really feel like we're going to make that play. We're going to win that one-on-one battle. We're going to win that matchup. And not only is it physical, it's mental. It's a mindset, and I think we're just starting to grasp that right now. I think today will go a long way for us, especially for a guy like Darius, who made 2 tremendous catches in the red zone, competitive catches, one-on-one settings, for his own belief in himself, for the quarterback's belief in him, for my belief in him calling those plays. So all of these things add up. We're just in the foundation stages of this thing, but something simple like that, a 5-minute period at the end of practice where a guy makes a couple plays like that, for us goes a long way moving towards the season.